Hello everybody, my name is Seth. I'm here with Beckley. We're at Gracie, Vermont, bringing you another move of the week. We're going to continue our look at side control today, and we're going to pick up where we left off in the last few videos. We've been talking about dominant positions, and when you achieve those dominant positions, you're allowed to do one of three things. You're allowed to control and cook them, you're allowed to transition to a new spot, and you're allowed to attack them. And today we're going to look at attacking. Attacking from side control has everything to do with what your opponent is doing and what works in the face of that. Today we're going to look at if they have frames, frame on the neck, frame on the hip. We looked at addressing this in dealing with side control part 1. Today we're going to attack off of that. So I have Beckley in side control. It's a head and arm control, and she's got a frame on my neck, a frame on my hip. If I don't do something, these frames are going to get her on her side. These frames are going to get her out. So I'm going to make my transition. Cup the shoulder, slide along the body till I get to the elbow under my hip. I'm gonna sprawl out connecting my hip. I'm gonna bring my knee up as I clear the frame on my hip, and I'm gonna turn my head so that frame is on the side of my neck. This is what we did in maintaining side control part 1, but from here, I'm gonna look to attack. I'm gonna bring my hand up and I'm gonna grab that wrist that's sitting on the side of my neck. I'm gonna put my elbow into my body and I'm gonna drive this arm to the mat. I don't wanna just go arm to arm. I wanna take this leg and I wanna power off that arm, threading the needle with my leg, pushing the wrist to the mat, sliding my elbow in next to her neck. From here, the hand that was cupping the shoulder is laying in weight, reaches and grabs the own wrist. From here, I'm gonna lift the elbow and paint the mat to get my tap. But I don't want to make this hard. If I keep this elbow up high, I have to crank really hard. I want to bring this elbow into the body, lift it up, and paint the mat. This is a shoulder lock, and the shoulder's mobility is directly related to the height of the elbow. And whatever you compromise on the front end of a submission will have to be made up on the back end. So if I get here and I decide I'll just start cranking, you better be strong. But if you pull that elbow into the hip and start to lift, you'll get the tap much easier. So again, frame on the neck, frame on the hip. I can't just stay here. I can't just squeeze tighter. I'm gonna cup the shoulder, slide along the body till I get to the elbow under my hips, sprawl out, connect the hips, sit through, bringing my knee up next to the ear, clearing the frame on my hip, and turning my head. I'm gonna reach for the wrist, elbow into the body, drive across the body, thread the needle with my legs, elbow into the neck. Swing my wrist around, grabbing my own rim. From here, I'm gonna pull the elbow in tight, lift the elbow, paint the mat, finish with the key lock. This is a bent arm lock from side control, commonly known as the Americana, the key lock, several different names, but this is an attack from side control when your opponent has frames on the neck, frame on the hip, and you address them by sitting through. My name is Seth. I'm here with Beckley at Gracie, Vermont, bringing you another move of the week.